All right. God damn it.
All good.
Shit. All right. Well, let's do that again. Okay. I'm just gonna be real.
Recording?
Yeah. We're recording. That big red dot right there
Got it,
indicates we're recording. So. Hello people, I'm Jaby KOAY, joined by SARA Frost. We got a few minutes into Girliyapa's episode 3, Girlsplaining, and then I realized we weren't even recording because the camera shut off. Oh my god. Alright, well, let's watch that again. Here we go. Girlsplaining, episode 3, Bedroom Games by Girliyapa Originals. Thank you to Girliyapa for allowing us to react to this. Very, very much appreciate it. Here we go. Girlsplaining, episode 3.
Round 2.
Round 2. This guy, he's so innocent.
सुबह से मैं मुंह क्यों लटकाए बैठा है? कौन मर गया?
Died.
यार, मेरे सपने में मेरे अरमान, अरे चिकन लगा। अरे पगली, तूने भी तो दिल लगाया होगा ना किसी से।
एक हफ्ता और नहीं रुक सकता था क्या?
Is it a bet?
Yes, a bet,
Okay,
yeah.
got it.
मैं काजल में बैड आइज देखता हूँ तो मैं क्या करूँ? बट कल बात कुछ और ही थी। हम ना रोज की तरह गॉसिप गर्ल देख रहे थे। तो पूरे टाइम ना मुझसे दूर बैठ के कोने में बैठी हुई थी और फिर रात को दूसरे कमरे में जाकर सो गई। ऊपर से सुबह उठकर बोलती है कि तुम कॉलेज चले जाओ, मैं बाद में आती हूँ, मुझे कुछ काम है। अरे कौन सा काम? उसके यहाँ का सारा काम तो मैं करता हूँ।
अच्छा, और तुझे लगा तेरा ब्रेकअप हो गया? ये भी तो हो सकता है कि वो बोर हो गई हो।
अरे क्या बात कर रहे हो?
Reminds me of Friends a little bit.
Just got interesting.
अबे ओ, तुझसे भी तो बोर हो सकती है ना? Have you ever thought of spicing things up? रुक, भैया 3 मसाला चाट। अब इसे ये भी सिखा। बहुत काम है भाई।
I forgot to mention this before, but it's so funny to me that he's watching all these girly shows and girly movies and whatnot, because I think that is what happens to a guy. I mean, that happened to me where I became more into like the romantic films and whatnot, and I hated them for a time period. I'm like, oh, romantic movies are awesome because I feel that way.
Right.
And then, you know, I got older and
Stopped watching Gossip
became a
Girl.
man.
ऐसे कैसे बोर हो सकती है यार? वो तो खुद बोलती थी कि you're not like other boys, that is why I like you.
हाँ तो उसने दूसरे शेडी बार जैसे लड़कों को छोड़ के तो जैसे प्योर फैमिली वेज रेस्टोरेंट को चूज किया है, तो उसे डिनर इसी रेस्टोरेंट में करना है। लेकिन तू उसे रोज कढ़ाई पनीर खिलाएगा तो बोर हो जाएगी।
अरे लेकिन पहली बार उसने खुद ही कढ़ाई पनीर मंगाया था, तो मुझे लगा उसका फेवरेट होगा। इनफैक्ट उसको इतना अच्छा लगा था कि उसने रिपीट ऑर्डर भी किया था 2 बार, और तो उसने अगले दिन ब्रेकफास्ट में भी वही खाया था।
सुन भाई, अब तू विकास तो है नहीं कि तूने बचपन में किताब छोड़ के करची पकड़ ली थी। सुने तो रेस्टोरेंट का रिबन ही पिछले हफ्ते काटा है। तो फर्स्ट टाइम में सेफ चॉइस।
This is how guys kind of think, I guess. Where they're like, she likes that. Let's do that again.
पर उसने बाकी डिशेस तो चखने गए, जैसे फ्रेंच टोस्ट, अमेरिकन चॉपस्टिक, चिकन 69। बहन, कहाँ आप इंटरनेशनल कुजीन पे पहुंच गई? इस बेचारे को तो बनी बनाई दाल में भी तड़का लगाना नहीं आता होगा।
स्कूल से ही ना छुप छुप के कुकिंग वीडियोस देख रहा हूँ। आज भी ना मुझे हॉस्टल का तरला दलाल बुलाते हैं।
हाँ तो क्यों अभी तक कढ़ाई पनीर पे अटका हुआ है तू? हाँ 36 टाइप के पनीर और भी होते हैं पता है। नेक्स्ट टाइम जाना चौड़ में अपना मेन्यू खोलना, पूछना उसे, हाँ मैडम क्या लाऊं? शाही पनीर, कढ़ाई पनीर, मटर पनीर, पनीर लाजवा पनीर, लौटवाट पनीर।
समझ गया।
Understood.
आज रात उसको बेड पे ऐसे छप्पन भोग परोसूंगा कि सुबह तक बेडरूम से निकलने का नाम नहीं लेगी। बर्तन रखने भी किचन सिंक तक नहीं जाएगी वो। हाँ
मेरी माँ, तुम निकलने दे उसे बेडरूम से। किचन सिंक तो क्या, किचन स्लैब तक जाने दे। टब से बर्तन निकाल के स्लैब पे बिछा, उसे ऐसे हटा के स्लैब पे खा। ऐसे खाने का तो स्वाद ही अलग है।
Oh my god.
वैसे पॉइंट तो सही है।
Not so subtle there.
तुम ना बेडरूम के बाहर जाके भी खाओ। किचन में, बाथरूम में, थिएटर में, लाइब्रेरी में। लाइब्रेरी में भी।
That's a good way to get arrested. Moral science.
बेल वाली फीलिंग आती है।
और किस दिन लाइब्रेरी में पकड़ लिया तो क्योंकि पायल तो बता रही थी कि तू बहुत आवाज करके खाती।
हाँ तो खाना अगर चटपटा होगा तो आवाज करके तो खाऊंगी, और अगर किसी ने सुन लिया तो क्या होगा? पनिशमेंट ही मिलेगी ना।
It's so smart.
That is also done, just like uniforms. Policeman, fireman, Batman.
या पलंग पर घर पे कहीं भी टैप लीक करेगा तो उसने मुझे ही फोन करके बुलाएगी।
Or a plumber.
टिकट लेके पहुंच जाऊंगा। वो कहेगी कि सॉरी मेरे पास 2000 का छुट्टा नहीं है। मैं कहूंगा कि that's okay. You can pay me on it. And you can pay me in kind.
Oh my god.
ओ बाबा बस भाई, यहाँ कोई लड़ली खराब तू मत बह। नहीं सही है, बोलने दे। तो बी विंग के तरला दलाल एक कुकिंग हैक बता दी अगर तू कढ़ाई में बिना तेल और घी के खाना बनाएगा तो खाना तो चिपकेगा ही। घिस घिस के तेरी कड़छी और उसकी कढ़ाई दोनों खराब जाए। और तेल भी ऐसा यूज कर जिससे खाने में खुशबू और स्वाद दोनों बढ़े। ये Durex Play lubricant, इतने ऑप्शंस हैं।
That's good advice. Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
it's good. It helps avoid unwanted situations.
ये ले लेता हूँ। स्नेहा को ना मीठा बहुत पसंद है।
सिर्फ इतने से उसका क्या होगा? तू ना नटीला भी खरीद ले। खुद ही उसका डिजर्ट बन जाना।
तुझे पता भी ना टीला कितना महंगा आता है? मैं तो उसको रखता भी लॉकर में हूँ, फ्रिज में नहीं।
पीनट बटर?
पीनट से मुझे एलर्जी है।
हनी?
जार नहीं खुल रहा।
जैम?
बिना छुरी के स्प्रेड नहीं होता, टू डेंजरस।
गुलकंद?
अरे गुलकंद सिर्फ ऐसे थोड़ी ना खाते हैं।
साले तू एक काम करना, एक पनवाड़ी को अपने बेडरूम में बिठा ले, उसे गुलकंद के साथ चूना खट्टा सुपारी सब डलवा के एक मीठा पानी बनवा ले। एक्चुअली आइडिया बुरा नहीं है।
अरे कैसे नहीं है? हम दोनों पान थूकेंगे कहाँ?
मैं पान की नहीं पनवाड़ी की बात कर रही हूँ। You know like a third person. ओह, मतलब ये तो बेस्ट आइडिया है। स्नेहा का तो माइंड ब्लो हो जाएगा। इससे स्पाइसी चीजें नहीं हो सकती ना। मैं ना विकास से कॉल करती हूँ। एक सेकंड। विकास क्यों? इनफैक्ट लड़का ही क्यों, लड़की क्यों नहीं? हाँ?
अरे यार तुम लोग।
तू चुप रह। तू पायल से बात कर। पायल अपना बुफे खा रही होगी। तो क्या हो गया? रूममेट है तेरी। तू बात कर। नहीं मानती तो मुझसे बात करा। मैं अपना सीनियर कार्ड खेलती हूँ। जिसके फ्रेशर्स की डिनर पिक्स है मेरे पास। मिताली, फॉरवर्ड टू मी आल्सो।
गाइस स्टॉप इट। स्नेहा का टेक्स्ट आ गया है।
क्या?
कह रही है कि वो आज कॉलेज नहीं आ रही है। उसके पेट में गैस हो गई है। इसलिए वो मुझसे दूर बैठी थी और दूसरे कमरे में जाके सो गई थी।
Oh, college is just a.
कह रही है कि embarrassed फील कर रही
Just an
थी।
innuendo.
मुझे कुछ नहीं बताया।
हाँ, पायल। लाइब्रेरी? हाँ, मैं भी आ रही हूँ। नहीं, कुछ बात नहीं करी। चलिए। अरे नो इशू एट ऑल। आ रही हूँ। भैया, ये चाट में इतना मसाला क्यों है? रुको, मैं आती हूँ।
The ending kind of lost me.
They got embarrassed. Okay, so the college thing I was a little bit confused about early on. Like, I thought they were actually genuinely talking about college and school and them going to different schools. Like, they broke up or something like that. But I think there was an innuendo in there about her being on her period because they said you couldn't wait a week in the beginning.
I missed that.
And at the end, he said she's not coming to college. She's got gas in her stomach. That indicates to me that they weren't talking about school whatsoever. They've well established in the series that it's all innuendos, right? Sometimes girls feel gassy and they don't want to be next to you. I prefer a girl sleeps in the next room or I sleep in the next room if I'm feeling gassy. It's uncomfortable. It's embarrassing. I get it. Girls trying to maintain, at least from my understanding, you can tell me if I'm wrong, try to maintain this kind of dainty, angelic image that they don't poop, they don't fart, so they'll go off to the next room and, you know, discreetly
Hopefully boys do too.
let the animals into the forest and then come back, you know.
I don't think I've ever heard that one. Ever.
I don't know, I just made it up.
Honestly, like, it's so smartly written that, like,
It goes over your head
I'm
sometimes.
playing catch up with
Yeah.
how many innuendos there are.
Yeah. The thing that they were talking about here, the thing they were advertising, I should say, is actually really, really smart. I got into that late in the game. I'm just gonna be real with you guys. Like, I found that it's actually very, very helpful to avoid discomfort for the other person. Let's just put it that way. I thought everything should be natural, no extra things like that, but that's actually, there's nothing wrong with it.
It's for some people, it's not for some people, but again, communication.
I love how you're like conveniently leaving out the words me, I'm, in my experiences. I'm just trying to be real with you guys. I'm trying to be real with my audience. I love how he gets super ambitious where he realizes that the way he's been doing things is wrong. So he's like, well, I'm gonna do 56 dishes then. Right. That is very much a guy thing to do where they go, well, I'm gonna be the best of the best. Balance is everything. I think that's the important thing. You've been saying over and over again, communication and finding a balance. You know, don't go too far into the extreme. Unless she expresses that she wants that, don't go too far. Have a safe word.
There you go.
You know, pineapples.
Message of the day.
Have a safe word. Have a safe word that is completely, a safe word that will make you stop. Poop. One of the things they were talking about was taking it out of the bedroom and doing it everywhere else.
Oh yeah, they were talking about with the library stuff.
Me personally, I would advise against that until you are an adult.
Or even then.
Yeah.
Just maybe don't do that. Unless you're like alone in a forest.
I'm of the philosophy of spicing it up as much as the next person. I think that it's fine to do. Just be very, very, very careful because,
Yeah.
you know, it is, yeah.
Illegal.
It's illegal, yeah. Well, over here it's illegal. I don't know what the, I'm pretty sure it's illegal over there too. It's you know,
I would assume so.
public indecency. So just be careful.
Have your guards out.
Yeah.
Have fun, but have your guards out.
Oh, I got a story. This has nothing to do with me, but I was at I forget where I was. I was like eating or something. I went out to go get food at Baja Fresh, and I was parked in the garage. It's over on Ventura.
Okay.
And I went down into the garage, and I heard like
No way.
I heard something going on.
No.
And I was like, that's a curious sound. And I looked to my left, and there was this truck door open, and this dude was banging his girl from behind, like right there in the parking lot.
Jesus.
And I look and I'm like, you know,
There's a time and a place.
if I was a curious George, I would just kind of walk over and watch. I mean, what's he gonna do?
Ugh.
I was just like embarrassed, so I just walked the other way. I'm like, I can't believe that's not the first time I've seen public sex happening. I've seen it happening a number of times. Some people just really want to spice it up. Maybe they got kids at home and they're trying to like
Get out of the house.
get out of the house and do it somewhere else, and they can't afford a hotel, so they just do it at the truck. On the one hand, I'm like, that's stupid. On the other hand, I'm like, well, that's, you know, that's
Kind of
ballsy.
impressive.
You know, that's impressive. That's also passion. But that doesn't define passion. Don't conflate the
Yeah.
two. It doesn't mean that if you guys aren't doing it like crazy and all over the place, that's not a bad thing.
Hi, Chandler.
Monica, this is the men's room. Isn't it?
It's fine if you just
Have your thing.
restrict it to the bedroom. There's nothing wrong with it. It's sanitary. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
And won't get you arrested.
And it won't get you arrested
Hopefully.
in most places in the world. But if you guys like mutually feel like you want to do that, and it's not about ego, it's just because you enjoy the thrill of it, then by all means, just be careful.
Again, no comment.
Tell us about your experiences, Sarah Frost.
I've always been one to be super scared of authority figures, so I think I just would be too scared
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking back on my experiences.
of getting in trouble. Like I've questioned it.
Here's what you do. If you really are feeling super adventurous, is you find a spot that feels public but isn't.
Yes, like
Yeah.
a beach in the middle of the night
That's-
where there's no one there,
Okay.
or like not a public park.
Definitely not a public park, especially in Burbank, California.
Like go into your own backyard.
Yeah. I mean, well, I was gonna say like the laundry room of your apartment building, if you've got one. Like you can
not.
close the door, and that's a spot where it's semi-private. And if someone like tries to open it, you got the
Lock the door.
You got the trash can over the front door if there's no lock, and you can hear it budging, so you can quickly like pull your pants back up if you have to. Have some safety measures in
a
place.
plan.
If things go awry, you've got a way out. It doesn't have to be all bad. You don't have to be in the middle of the street at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Be somewhat smart about it. It's akin to the role play.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you're not actually a firefighter. You're not actually Batman. You're just pretending. It's just this halfway thing, right? And so likewise, you're halfway in the real world. You're not actually in the real world.
Be safe
Be safe.
out there.
I think you have
big world of
very
ours.
you have very sound advice. Girly Frost. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Hopefully some of that was helpful. I really like what they're doing here. I like the advice. Take it with a grain of salt, just like our advice. Take it with a grain of salt. Use your discretion and be wise as much as you can be. Ask lots of people for advice. Don't just ask guys if you're a guy. That's a bad idea. And don't just ask girls either. Get a collection of advice, and then make your own judgment from there.